Good sir, today I'm gonna make a video to recite the 60 definition of theories of crime acquisition with Rob blindfold. I-post ka ni sir. Arousal theory. This explains that aggression is a function of the level of individuals' need, need for stimulation or arousal from the environment, and when our arousal levels drop below, we seek some sort of stimulation to elevate them. Atavism. The idea proposed by Lombroso that criminals are biological throwbacks with physical traits, distinguishing them from non-criminals. Behavioral theory. It concerns with the with the study of observable behavior rather than unconscious processes. Biological perspective. Regarded crimes are the product of internal forces, biosocial. Seek to, seek to explain the onset of antisocial behavior such as aggression and violence by focusing on the physical qualities of the offenders. Born criminal. Lombroso theory that some individuals are biologically predisposed to commit crimes. Broken homes. Families that experience divorce, separation, or single parenting obtain linked to higher rates of juvenile delinquency and criminality. Broken windows theory. A criminological theory that states that visible signs of crime, antisocial behavior, and civil disorder create an urban environmental that encourages further crime and disorders, including serious crime. Cheater theory. This is one of the theories under evolutionary theory which explain that the subpopulation of men has involved with genes that incline them toward extremely low parental involvement and that men as sexually aggressive decide for sexual conquest of as many females as possible. Classical perspective viewed crime as a product of situational forces, that crime is function of free will and a personal choice. Cognitive ability. The mental capacity to reason, plan, solve problems, and think, think abstractly, which can influence decision making and criminal tendencies. Cognitive theory. The theory focuses on the mental processes on how do we people receive and mentally represent the world around them. Concentric, concentric zone theory. It is described how inner city zones differ greatly from those far outside the factory laden city center. Um, complex perspective. Complex perspective. It stressed out that the cause of crime is based on economic and political forces. Conformity. Acceptance of societal goals and means to achieve them, preventing criminal behavior. Containment theory. a form of control theory which assumes that an individual has a containing external structure and a protective internal structure which provides defense, protector, or insulation against delinquency. Cultural deviance theory. This theory considers the apex of both strain and social disorganization, explain how people living in slum neighborhoods react to isolation and economic deprivation. Deterrence theory focuses on the link between punishment and behavior at both individual and group levels. Differential association theory claims the idea that criminals commit crimes based upon their association and interaction with other people. Emotional intelligence. The ability to understand and manage one's own emotion as well as the emotion of others. Low emotion intelligence is sometimes associated with criminal behavior. Environmental criminology. Study of the relationship between the physical environment and criminal behavior. Ethics. The term is gotten from the Greek word ethos, which can mean custom, propensity, character, or manner. Evolution theory. This theory clarifies that the presence of aggression and violent behavior as positive adapted behavior in human evolution. This trait allowed the wearer to reproduce this, this disproportionately, which has had an effect on the human genotype. Executive function. Higher level cognitive processes that control behavior and decision making deficit in the area are often linked to impulsive and criminal behaviors. Family conflict. High levels of domestic conflict and violence can create an environment where children are more likely to develop criminal behaviors. Family structure. The composition of a household, including the presence of absence of both biological present, which can influence children's likelihood of engaging in crime. General strain theory. A news theory that crimes result from negative emotion, anger, frustration caused by strain such as financial pressure, abuse, or discrimination. Limitation. The act of copying criminal behavior observed in others, especially significant others. Innovation. The adoption of illegitimate of criminal means to achieve social goals when legitimate paths are blocked. Integrated theory. This theory explains that the interaction of gains with environments that some individuals form the kind of personality to commit crimes. Intergenerational transmission of crime. The theory that criminal behavior is passed down from parents to children through both genetic and environment factors. Leveling theory states that a certain society creates deviance through a system of social control agencies that label certain individuals as delinquent. Latent trait theory. This theory states that certain people have a personal characteristic that is responsible for their need to commit crime. Lifestyle theory. This states that an individual may become crime victims because their lifestyle increase their exposure to criminal offenders. Nature theory affirms that low intelligence is genetically determined and inherent. Phrenology, a study that deals with the shape of the head through the examination and measurement of the bumps on an individual's skill. Process perspective. Their perspective claim that the crime is product of socialization of interaction of one person to another. Rational choice theory implies that criminals are rational in their decision making and despite the consequences that the benefits of committing the crime outweigh the punishment. Reinforcement. The process of rewarding criminal behavior which increase the likelihood of its repetition. Routine activity theory. This is based on the assumption that crime, crime can be committed by anyone who has the opportunity. Social control theory. Propose the people's relationship, commitment values, norms, and beliefs, encourage them not to break the law. Social disorganization theory. This direct, link crime rates to neighborhood ecological characteristic in the core principles of social disorganization theories state that location matter. Social learning theory. They state that individuals are not born with an innate ability to act violently, but they learn to be aggressive through their life experiences. Social norm, a principle of right action binding upon the members of a group and serving to guide, control, or regulate proper and acceptable behavior. Social theory. This theory serves as a model or framework for understanding human behavior and the forces that, that form it. String theory. To explain that crime is a function of conflict between the goals people have and the means they can use to legally obtain that goal. Theory. As a position or a system of ideas intended to explain something, especially one based on general principles independent of the thing to be explained. The last is victim precipitation theory. This theory seeks to explain that some people may actually initiate to confrontation eventually leads to their injury or death. That's all and thank you.